the Queen was paid tribute to with an emotional and fitting video montage marking the decades-long support the late monarch showed British soldiers and veterans. The BBC included the special nod at the start of its annual Festival of Remembrance concert at the Royal Albert Hall. Royal fans and BBC viewers took to social media to praise the lovely moment and to once again pay their respect to Her late Majesty. David Taylor wrote, an emotional and fitting tribute to the life and service of the late Her Majesty the Queen at the Festival of Remembrance. Such a rousing and uplifting hymn I vow to thee my country is. Jasales said, that was a very powerful tribute to Queen Elizabeth II at the Festival of Remembrance. #Festival of Remembrance. And @JamesBoo96630535 added, RBL Festival of Remembrance 2022. An absolutely beautiful tribute to our late monarch Queen Elizabeth LL. Jason Pimlico commented, very moving and thoughtful at Poppy Legion Remembrance service at the Royal Albert Hall, including a tribute to the late Queen and the importance of service. Dilly Daydream 7 said, every year, the Festival of Remembrance makes me cry, but paying tribute to the Queen within the first 5 minutes just made it happen so much faster this year. King Charles and Camilla attend RBL Festival of Remembrance to pay tribute to late Queen. Presenter Hugh Edwards introduced the touching tribute by himself, paying his respects to the late Queen's years of service to the country. Mr. Edwards said, it's been a year when talk of service and duty has come to the fore. Service and duty are the watchwords of military life, they always have been, and no individual symbolized those watchwords more correctly, more completely than Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, patron of the Royal British Legion for a remarkable period spanning 8 decades. The BBC presenter then introduced a montage showing some of the most poignant encounters between the late Queen and members of the armed forces. Footage included a young Princess Elizabeth inspecting troops when a young girl, as well as parading during Trooping the Colour. The video also included a special nod to Prince Philip, himself a War World II veteran who died aged 99 last year. The montage was accompanied by a voice-over of the Queen collating some of her speeches in tribute of the armed forces. Her late Majesty said, I am only too well aware of the tremendous contribution that the armed forces have made to the standing and reputation of this country throughout the world during my reign. When Prince Philip and I were married, Britain had just endured 6 years of war, emerging battered but victorious. Prince Philip had served in the Royal Navy in the Far East while I was in the AATS learning how to drive an ambulance with care. The video remarked on the close bond between members of the royal family and the British Armed Forces, with footage of the King and the Prince of Wales in their uniforms. The voiceover continued, it is a tradition of very long standing for sovereigns and members of the royal family, to be intimately associated with the armed forces, and have been proud to serve in all 3 services. As the daughter, wife and mother of naval officers, I recognize the unique demands our nation asked of you. The King led the contingent of senior members of the royal family in attendance at this year's Poppy Legion's Festival of Remembrance. Camilla, the Queen consort, flanked the monarch alongside the Prince of Wales, who trained in the Armed Forces, RAF and Royal Navy, and the Princess of Wales. Princess Anne, who holds over 10 honorary military titles, and her husband Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence also attended the festival alongside Prince Edward and Sophie, the Countess of Wessex. The royal family will further pay tribute to those who served in the armed forces or lost their lives whilst in the service during the traditional Remembrance Sunday wreath-laying ceremony at the cenotaph.